Welcome all. In this video, I am going to show you flowchart on conditional structure. In our previous videos already we have seen flowcharts on conditional structures, that is individually. So here some of the important questions I have taken for doing them and explaining all of you again. So there are 5 questions which I am going to do one by one, and there are some symbols which most commonly we are using. I have already taken here, just I will copy and paste to explain you little faster. So let's go with the first question. The first question is saying to input a number, to enter a number and check for positive, negative and 0 or 0. It means we have to input a number in this case and we have to check whether the number is positive, negative or 0. Fine. So let's start the flowchart by specifying the last start button, start option, sorry, that is oval box, then an arrow is given. Thereafter, as we have to specify the number, so I am taking the parallelogram box here to input the number. So in this case, I have to specify the keyword, that is input. Input, I can specify A. Input A, it means the number whatever I am going to input, it is going to store in the variable A. Fine. Then we have to keep a conditional structure for this. Why? Because of as we want to print, as we want to find out the even as well as the positive as well as negative. So we have to check here, if the number is bigger than 0, then it is positive. If it is lesser than 0, then it is negative. So that is what the concept of positive and negative. So inside the decision box, I am specifying the logic, that is A, the variable what we have taken, is bigger than 0. If it is yes, then there will be positive. So we can take the parallelogram box which is here itself, we can copy also. So we can specify here that display positive. So as it will show you the content as positive, the string as positive. So within double quote we need to write display positive, because it has to display the same thing what we are going to specify. So positive. Otherwise it is negative or 0. It is negative or 0. So in this case what we have to do, now we have to check another condition. We have to go with another condition which will again compare whether the number is positive or negative. Fine. Whether the number is negative or 0. So in this case what we need to do, let me ungroup this. Then what we need to do, now we have brought one more decision box which we need to place here to specify inside is the number, that is A, is less than 0. It is not more than 0. No, it is not more than 0, it means. So is it less than 0? If it is less than 0, yes, then what will happen? If it is less than 0, then what will happen? Now it is negative. If it is no, it is not less than 0, it means not more than 0 and not less than 0. So in that case it will become 0. So let make here no and let make here yes. Fine. So now if it is yes means what? It is negative. So we can simply copy this and can specify here negative. Understood? So thereafter what we need to do? In this case what we need to do? Now if it is no means what? It is not negative. No means it is not negative, because here it is asking about negative. It is not negative. So in that case what it is going to print here? What it is going to display here? 0. So we can specify within quote, that is 0. Fine. We can specify within quote, that is 0. So in this case we specified negative, and the previous next case we have specified it is 0. So in this case, in this flowchart, we are just inputting the number here, then comparing whether it is greater than 0 or not. If it is greater than 0, it is going the right side, that is yes side. It is positive, it is printing, and no side, when it become no, no means it is either negative or 0. So again we need to check, is it negative? If yes, then it is negative, so it is showing displaying negative. No, no means neither negative nor positive, so we are simply displaying 0 here. Fine. Thereafter we need to bring all the lines to the stop button. So this is what the flowchart get completed with all the places yes and no. Fine. Hope all of you understood the first question. Let's concentrate on the second question. The second question is saying we have to input three numbers and we have to find out largest among them. So in this case there will be three input. It means there will be three variable which to be inputted. Fine. So let's start with the flowchart with the symbol start. Then we will take a rectangular parallelogram box to input the numbers. There will be three inputted number. There will be three number or three variable we can say to input. That is, suppose I am taking a comma b comma c. Okay. So thereafter in this case we have to compare each number with each. So let's go with the decision box, that is yes or no already written. So we just copied and pasted here. So in this case what I need to do, I have to check first whether the a is bigger than b or not. As a is the first number and b is the second number, so at first let me check whether a is bigger than b or not. So I have to write is a bigger than b. Okay, there will be one yes and there will be one no. Every decision box has yes and no. So yes will be one output, no will be another output. So yes means who is bigger? Yes means a is bigger, as a is written at first. So if a is bigger, then a will simply compare with whom? A will simply compare with whom? With b. C. A will compare with C. So in this case I need to specify C. So A will compare with C, as A is bigger. So now let me remove the unnecessary symbols. So this one and this one we can remove, as we don't require in this case. Now this symbol also we don't require, so just taking here. Fine. Joining here. If A greater than B, yes, then A greater than C, again it is yes, then who is bigger? A is bigger. So we have to declare the result here as A is bigger. So for that we can take the parallelogram box, that is output box, and can specify here as display A, or display A is larger. As you wish you can specify. Okay. So this is one side is done. Now I have to specify the no for this decision box. We have to specify the no for this decision box. So let bring the down arrow, because as our flow of control is going down, so taking the down arrow here and specifying if the A is not bigger than C, then it means no. No means who will get bigger? C will get bigger. So we have to just copy this and we can specify here that display what? C. Fine. So from the beginning, let's see the right side. A greater than B we are asking. If it is yes, then A is winning. A again getting compared with C. If it is yes, then A is winning. So display A. If it is no, then display C. Fine. Let's go for the next side, the other side of the flowchart. Now in the other side of the flowchart, what will happen? There is written no. No means what? No means B is bigger. No means B is bigger, because A and B, the comparison is going on. If it is no, it is dissatisfied. It means B is bigger. Then B is supposed to compare with whom? With C. So just copying this diamond box, decision box, and specifying here what? B. Is B greater than C? So there will be again one yes and one no. So let's just specify those. So here when we specify, suppose this is for no we are specifying, so no also we have to copy from here. Okay, so now the no is getting copied here, and one more we forget to specify here also, that also we can specify. Okay, here also one no is to be specified, so it is done. Now what we need to do, we have to make yes or no. So already no we gave, let write for yes. Let go to this side and specify here what, no. Fine, so it is no is written, let's specify for yes. Okay, so if it is yes, then B is bigger because B is comparing with C, so B become bigger. Otherwise no, who will become, C will become the bigger, C will become the bigger. So let, it is already written here, so we can just copy and we can specify here display C, and for the other one we can take from here and can specify and can write what, display what, B. Fine. So this is how the flowchart get completed. Now we need to specify only the stop part, and we need to join all the parallelogram box, all the output box to be connected with stop sign. So in this case we have connected all the arrows to stop and the flowchart is completed here. Now let's go with next question, the third question. In this case, we are going to input gender of an employee or gender of a person and age of a person. And we have to find out whether he or she is eligible to cast vote or not. Fine. Whether someone is eligible to cast vote or not. So to give vote, what the criteria is there? The age has to be more than 18. Age has to be more than 18. But in this case, I just took what, the gender also, which is not mandatory, but just to confuse you, just to make it little nicer, we took gender. So let's do with only age at first. Once you understood that, then you can understood the concept of gender. So in this case, I have taken the parallelogram box and inside I am writing input what, age. Fine, input age. Then we will compare whether the age is bigger than 18 or not. Fine, because bigger than 18 equal to, we will specify whether it is eligible to vote or not. So each age, fine, greater than equal to 18. We have written here what, is the age is greater than equal to 18. It means with the number what you input, the age what you input, is it more than 18 or equal to 18? If it is yes, then what will happen? The person is eligible to cast vote, which we need to specify here. If it is no, then the person is not eligible to cast vote, which we need to write here. Fine. Hope this concept you understood. Now what about gender? Because in our question it is given to input gender also. So entering gender, what will happen? Now we will be able to know the person whose data we are inputting, whether he is like male person or female person, whether the person is male or female. So that because of I just extended the question with that. So I'm specifying here input gen comma age. Gen for gender, gen variable I took for gender. Fine. So what I need to do now in this case, I have to specify here at first whether the gender is male or not. I have to specify, and as I am specifying male, male is a M for male, so that is a string data type, so I have to keep it within double quote. I have to keep it within double quote. Double quote in the sense that is string because of. Fine, means M, it has to be gender equal to male. M means it is male, so I am comparing with male at first. If the person is male, then what will happen? If it is yes, then what will happen? Now it will compare again whether the age is greater than 18 or not. Fine. For male also greater than 18 will be checked. For female also greater than 18 will be checked. Okay. So here in this case, each gender is greater equal to male. Yes. Yes means what will happen? We have to put one more decision box. One more decision box. We can copy from here. One more decision box to specify that whether the age is more than 18 or not. Fine. So in this case, what we need to specify, now age is bigger than equal to 18 or not. So it means what I mean to say here. Now the person is male. Yes, person is male. His age is greater than 18. So there will be one yes and no. So let's specify that at first. So here I am specifying suppose yes, and down we will give no suppose. So I am taking the down arrow here for no. Fine. So yes and no. So this is yes. So let copy here, that is yes, and copying the no here, no. So what will happen in this case, what I mean to do or what I am trying to do. Now if the person is male and age is more than 18, then what it will display here. Now the person is eligible to cast vote, and the person is who? It is male. So let's just wide the page so that we can check it properly, we can see it properly, everything will display nicely properly. So in page preference I'm just changing the sorry, orientation to landscape so that I will get more spaces. Now let me just move all this to little left side. Fine, just selecting everything, I'm just trying. Okay, so that everything will move to inside. Yes, yes, no, stay here. So I have to bring them back because I'm showing you in Microsoft Word, which is not actually an application to do flowchart and all. Fine. So that's because of it's not coming properly. So we have to just no other way is there. So we have to take the help of that only. So now it is okay. Now the screen is bigger. All of you can see. So gender is male. Yes. His age is greater than 18. Again, yes. So what it will print here? What it will print here? Person is male or female? Person is male or female? Person is male and eligible to give vote. So it will print here display he is eligible. Fine, he is eligible. It's not visible, so let me just expand. Spelling is little mistake. Eligible. I have to keep it within quote because I want to show that content itself on screen. If it is no, then what will happen here? I have to specify what? He is not eligible because I am doing the he side. So he is not eligible. He is not eligible. If it is no, no means the person is male but not more than 18. So obviously he won't be eligible to give vote. So he is not eligible. Fine. So now let go for no. No means who? No means and now I am trying for female case. So same thing, ditto, I need to specify whatever I wrote here. That will be only for female. Fine. So now I have to specify the yes side. If it is yes, then what will happen? If it is yes, then what will happen? It will display C is eligible. C is eligible. So this line we can copy simply to here and I can specify here C is eligible. Fine. And no, these two I can copy here to specify what? That C is not eligible. Okay, the concept is very clear. Okay, let's get over. I will explain it. So no here as well as one we can make here yes. Fine, the job is over, only the stop part is left. So let's get the explanation at first. So I'm inputting here gender and age, then comparing at first the gender. If the gender is male, then it is going this side, that is yes is written. Thereafter it is checking whether the age is greater than 18 or not. If the age is bigger than 18, yes, then he is eligible. Person is he means the person male as well as is eligible. No means who's a no? Who's no? Less than 18 means the person is not bigger than 18, the age. So it will show you he is not eligible. Fine. Now next side you come. If the person is male, no, the person is not male. So is the age is bigger than 18? Yes. It means C, because of the person is not male. So C, female. So female as well as greater than 18, greater than or equal to 18. So C is eligible. Female as well as less than 18. So it becomes C is not eligible. Now in this video, let modify little and let try to understand. Suppose you will think, sir, let make here female. Let make here female. What will happen? Each gender is female? Yes. Yes means what will happen? Age is greater than 18? Yes. Then what I have to write here? Simply I have to make here C is eligible. And what I have to make here? C is not eligible. Okay. Hope you are understanding. The other side, same way, I have to make here he is eligible as well as he is not eligible. So it means what we came to know, it depends what you are writing inside the decision box. It depends what question you are asking in the decision box. Fine. Now just stop, you need to specify and you need to join all the lines to stop. Now let's go with the next question. Next question is saying to input salary and gender of an employee. We will input salary and gender, means male or female, and is the person's, the employee's salary, means how much he is getting in month end. Thereafter, to calculate what the bonus and total we will calculate. So for bonus there is a condition. The condition is what? If the person is male, then he will get 10% of bonus, means he will receive 10% of bonus from office side, from company side. If the person is female, he is getting 12% of bonus. So here the percentage is given, so percentage will be calculated in case of bonus. After that, total will be how? Not bonus plus salary you have to add and you have to store in total. Fine. Let's go with the flow chart. We started the flow chart. Now what we need to input, and for that we need parallelogram box. So we are writing here, specifying here, and in between we have to specify what? Now input what? Salary, comma, gender. So gender the variable or salary the variable, let's take as cell, comma, gen. So the variable name always you take small, short, so that it will be easier to write. Okay. Now we have to check what? We have to check first the gender, whether the gender is male or female. Why? Because according to the gender, the bonus will be decided. The bonus will be decided. Fine. So we have to take decision box. So I'm just copying from here the decision box and specifying inside that each gender equal to what? Male. I told if anything you have to write it within as a string, as a character. So you have to keep it within double quote. So put it here double quote. So putting and giving here what? Capital M or small m, anything we can specify. I'm just better to looks nice, so I'm giving here capital M. Fine. Now there will be yes, there will be no. If the person is male, then how much will be the bonus? Bonus will be 10%, as in question it is given that for male it has to be 10%. Fine. So bonus is 10%, not amount. So because of it is percent, we need to calculate it. We need to calculate it on what? On salary. So processing has to be done because we need a calculation, we need a process. So we need a processing box, and inside the processing box we have to specify bonus equal to bon is a variable I wrote in short. Fine. So salary multiplied by 10 divided by 100. This is how the bonus can be found out. Fine. So 10% is done for whom? Done for male. Then same thing I'm just copying and putting this side for whom? For female. If the person is not male, no means what? Not male, female. So how much the question is saying? That 12% we have to give, so 12 we need to write. Clear to all of you? The bonus here is getting calculated 10% for male persons, male employees, and 12% is getting calculated for female employees. Suppose you will say, let make here female. Why to write always male? Let make here female. So if I'm making female here, if it is yes, then female, for female what? 12%, so I have to write here 12. And in this case it is male, so I have to write 10. So it is totally up to you, either or side you choose according to the condition. Fine. So bonus is found out. Then what is left? We have to find out total. So for total I have to take again, because total has to be found out, total has to be calculated out. So we have to take processing box, and inside that I have to write TOT, the variable I took in short. TOT equal to salary plus bone. Okay, and that has to be common because bonus is different, but total though it is similar to everyone. For total there is no condition, so total has to be finded out what independently in this in means commonly. So now let join the arrows to there. Now let's join the arrows to there. After this processing box get done, then it will come to this particular processing box. So the arrows I am just putting. Okay, now this side also one more we have to put, we have to reverse it back. Okay, now this two line will join to whom? It will come to here. So let's take this arrow and join below. This arrow let's take. Okay, now the thing is done. So it means what is happening now. If the person is female, it is giving separate bonus. If the person is male, it is giving separate bonus as the question is demanding for that. Fine. Thereafter we have to display, we have to show the result. So we have to take the parallelogram box at below to specify the display keyword. Display, what to display? Anything you wish to display you can display. So display, there is nothing given in question, so if you wish to display salary you can give salary, but the variable you have to give as you have used bone comma tot. Fine. So in this case three things I am displaying, salary, bonus and total. Gender I didn't display, it is up to you, it is up to question. So as much as you want to specify or as ever you want to specify, you can specify. Fine. Now stop we can give. So this is what the flow chart is done. At first what we did, let's get the explanation. Salary and gender we inputted, then we are checking gender. As for salary there was no condition, so we are checking for female. If it is female, yes, then 12%. If it is no, then 10%. Because of the percentage has to be calculated, because of bonus has to be finded out, so it is kept within the processing box, rectangular box. Thereafter it is common, it is coming commonplace, that is total. Total has to be finded out like salary plus bonus. Fine. Now thereafter at last we just printed them, display salary, bonus and total. So no need of here any checking point and all. Hope all of you clear about this concept. If this question you didn't understood, then the next question, which is little clumsy or little difficult, then the fourth one won't be able to understand. So let's go for the fifth one now. In next question, that is fifth question, the question is little bigger, little tougher. So what we did here, now we have to input salary, gender as well as age. Three things we have to input, and the condition is what? Same, bonus and total you need to find out, but the condition was little tougher here. What? Now if the person is male and the age is bigger than 18, means more than 40, then the bonus will be 20%. If the person is male less than 40, bonus will be 10%. If the person is female more than equal to 40, then bonus will be 30%. If the person is female and less than 40, then the bonus will be 15%. Fine. For every condition I kept a bonus here. Fine. There can be a person who is male and greater than 40. Same way there can be male less than 40. With male there won't be any other choices. Same way for female also same thing be repeated. Fine. Let's try now in flowchart. As the flowchart will become little bigger, so I am just expanding the screen so that it will be easier for you to understand. So in this case some of the concept we required, so that's why I am just not removing entire thing from the previous flowchart, just keeping them on screen and just bringing them down little so that our flowchart will be little faster. I brought everything down. Okay, later on let's see what we are using and what we are removing. So according to the question, it is saying that you have to input what salary, gender and age. So we wrote here salary, gender and comma, we can write here age. Fine. So three things we just inputted here. Three things or three data we inputted here, salary, that is gender, that is again another one is age. So at first let's check with gender, which is already written here. Fine, let's take it here. So what I made here, if gender is female, I'm asking if the gender is female or male, whatever, then what to be checked? Then the question is saying what to do. Then the question is saying after checking the gender, you have to check what? Age. You have to check age. So if the gender is female, then what we need to do? Either yes or no. We have to do another decision box. We have to keep for what? We have to keep for what? For checking the age. Fine. So we have to take one more decision box. I'm just copying this side. Fine. And on grouping to remove some of from there. So this line I don't require. So now putting here, what to do now? Gender is female. Yes, female. So what to do now? We have to check again one more. Age is greater than equal to 40. Means person is female. But and age is greater than 40 or not, we are going to check it. So let make here no and let make here yes. So if it is yes, yes means person is female as well as greater than equal to 40. So the decision box, the processing will be of how much the question you check, how much the percentage we need to give for female and more than a 40, 30%. So we have to take the processing from here and we can put here with how much? 30%. So I have to specify, let reduce little the size of the box. Now I have to write here bonus equal to 30 divided by 100. Clear? Why 30? Because person is female as well as more than 40. Fine. Person is female as well as more than 40. So we made here 30% and this yes we can take it to here. Now students, let's see female but less than 40. Less than 40 means this one. No. No means what to do? No means what to do? Now the person is female as well as less than 40. Less than 40 means we have to keep this processing box here and we have to check in question female and less than 40 how much is given. How much is given? 15%. So we have to simply specify here 15. Okay, 15%. Why? You understood? Same way the other side also we need to do, that is for male. If the person is not female, male, so again we need to check whether it is greater than 40 or not. If it is greater than 40, then we have to calculate something. If it is not greater than 40, we have to again calculate here. Fine. So let's do that, putting the arrows and all. So just ungrouping and taking the arrows from here. Notice, yes. Now the person is male but more than 40. So male and more than 40, how much we kept? 20%. So we can specify here in place of 30, we can specify here 20. And this will be what? Yes. So yes to be copied here. Okay. Now if it is no, no in the sense what will happen? If it is no, no means person is male. Person is not female, means male. Male but not more than 40. So for that, how much? 10% as we saw in question. So we can specify here 10%. And the no, the yes and no has to be specified properly. So I brought it to here. So now this decision box, this processing box I can use for total. Total is already written, so I can remove it. I don't require. So the linings are already there. I didn't remove anything, so I can join. I can expand these linings so that it will be easier for us to do the program. The flowchart. So now just copying this line. All of you please check to here, because after all get done, ultimately it has to come to whom? It has to come to the total part, because for bonus there is like condition. So for bonus we need to think, or we need to give decision box, or we need to struggle. But for finding total, no need. So after every thing get calculated, everyone's bonus get calculated, it has to join to total. So total will be salary plus bonus. And at last, salary plus salary comma bonus comma total all to be printed on screen. We can print gender also, we can print age also, gender comma age also I'm printing here. Okay, so that all the data will get printed on screen and it will be easier for us to understand everything. Hope students, all of you clear about the concept. I will explain this one once more. So let's check the explanation again. So as the question is saying, we have inputted here salary, gender and age. So at first gender we are checking with female. If it is female, then yes, it is going to check age. If the age is more than 40, then whatever given the question the bonus we need to calculate, that is 30% given. Otherwise in the sense female but not more than 40, that is 15% is done. Then if it is not female, means male, so in that case the age is more than 18, given 20%. And otherwise case, that is male, the person is male as well as the age is not not more than 40, so in that case it is 10%. So after all get done, the arrows are coming to total, that is to the common place where we did total equal to salary plus bonus. After all get done, we simply printed all the values like gender, age, salary, bonus, total. Fine. Hope this was our last if conditional program. Hope all of you get clear.